Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Bill here. Hope you're having a great day. Let's start off with my top 3 Glocks for Glocktober. Number 3, the Glock 19. Now, this was a close one because these days I am shooting the Glock 34 much more often. But to not include the Glock 19 would be idiotic of me because this is still a gun that I will go to conceal carry if I'm needing something small, lightweight, and of course, reliable. This is, I've not switched out any of the internals on this other than the guide rod. I am running a tungsten guide rod from the Glock store. And I did switch out the shoe to a Overwatch Precision Polydat. If I shot it more, I would probably get a Peacemaker from Tactical Pontoon. But again, in its stock configuration, this gun just runs. So I am these days running it with the AIM Surplus JTT barrel. I have 200 rounds, over 200 rounds at this point through this barrel with 0 malfunctions. It does have that Polydat trigger from Overwatch Precision. It has a tungsten guide rod from the Glock store. I'm rocking the 507, Holosun 507C, and I actually do use the open circle, 32 MOA open circle dot with this one. Just like to, for a concealed carry piece, be able to draw and get red, whether it's the bottom, the entire thing. Once I present, I'm seeing red, so it gets me on target quick. And then I have for this plate is the CNH Precision plate. It's a local company here to Georgia, and I really like them. And this one does have a Cerakote job. This was the first Cerakote job I ever got. It was from a local gun store over at Governor's Gun Club. Is local to me. There's 2 locations nearby, both equally close. And this one was the first Cerakote job I ever got. And he actually did pretty good. I don't know how professional the guy was, but I could tell the job was like, not as good as the other jobs that I'm getting these days. And then I have, this is stippling from TriStar Customs. You can see he does a fantastic stipple and double undercut. That's how I get all my framework done, is from Jordan at TriStar Customs. If you are interested, you can find his Instagram information and contact him through there. So at number 3, the Glock 19. Once again, guys, I don't carry it that often, but when I do, usually if I'm going on vacation, typically in Florida where I just don't want any printing, I don't want to have to worry about printing. And these days I'm carrying it in this. This is a traditional arms holster and with a Mastermind Tactics pillow wedge. My number 2 favorite Glock is the Glock 17. This one has more rounds than any other gun I own, currently at 6,050 rounds. I didn't mention it, but my Glock 19 has just under 4,000 rounds. So this one has, more. I ran this gun for an entire year. It was my EDC for an entire year. When I was using the gun, it did not have this Radian Ramjet and Afterburner on it. And I absolutely love this gun. In this configuration, the slide work was done from Mac Defense Industries. He got it going with the irons forward. As you can see here, I'm running the Ameriglow GL 429s with the Holosun 508T. My second favorite dot from Holosun, next to the 507 Comp. Love this dot. I do run it with the 2 MOA dot only. And I'm running the CAGWorks Extended and Raised Slide Stop Slide Release, the DPM Systems Recoil Reduction Guide Rod that DPM's does. Really big fan of DPM systems. I've got a Tactical Pontoon drop-in trigger system. This is their Daily 4, the Peacemaker Daily 4-pound drop-in trigger. If I were to do it again, or now when I'm buying Tactical Pontoon drop-in triggers, I'm usually running the 3-pound trigger with the lightened striker spring. But with this configuration, if you do that, you are going to get some light primers if you're running it with the Radian Ramjet. I had that happen with some 124 grains. So just something to be aware of if you're going to be running lower powered ammo. you're probably gonna get some light primer strikes due to the reduced striker spring on it. So I just run 147s and everything is what I try to do. And then again, I have stippling and slide work done from TriStar Customs. And these days when I carry this gun, I'm carrying it without a light. Also in the traditional arms holster. As you can see, even with the Radian Ramjet, there's not much sticking out. And then if you include the Mastermind Tactics pillow wedge, like I always do, that doesn't even touch my body, as you can see there. So just a really light, fantastic, reliable combination. I am using 147 grain HSTs and Spear Gold Dots. And I've put a bunch of them through this barrel up to this point, and it's just 100% reliable. So I like this gun even without the Radian Ramjet, but once you put the Radian Ramjet on there, it's light, it's accurate, it's super fast to shoot, super easy to maintain and carry. I mean, it's everything that you like about a Glock in one gun. You've got the aftermarket, you've got the ease of use, you've got the reliability. Once you start messing with parts, of course, that will adjust it some, but as long as I'm shooting 147 grain ammo, this gun runs without a single hiccup. And last but not least, my absolute favorite Glock is in the #1 place, not a Glock, the Zev OZ9. Now, I know that this is not a Glock, but it is based on the Glock platform. Without Glock, this gun would not be here. So I'm gonna call it a Glock. It is my channel after all. This is my absolute favorite gun. It's my favorite carry gun. Even without a Radian Ramjet on it, I think it still shoots better than the 17. If you're running it with a nice size light like the Surefire X300, this gun shoots super flat. Chris from Fabricated Arms did my Cerakote work. I did not have to switch out these Zev iron sights because, as you can see, they co-witness with this low cut on this 50, with the low cut on the Zev slide, but this is a 507 comp, and I'm running it with an 8 open circle MOA dot. I will jump between the 2 and the 8 open circle. I like the 8 open circle, but if I'm gonna be shooting all day, I'll typically go to a 2 MOA dot. You know, with the 8 open circle, I can shoot it accurately up to 25 yards, and it's very easy to find, and I don't have to turn the brightness up real high like I do with the 2 MOA, where it starts to bloom very bright. So I just like having the options more than anything else. That's what I love about Holosun. Maybe you don't need the options, but you have them, and that's what I like. Other than that, it's stock with the exception of the DPM Systems guide rod. The DPM Systems guide rods are going in all of my carry guns these days. They help with reliability, or I guess they don't affect reliability. Reliability is still maintained, and I'm getting faster follow-up shots. In my opinion, they do make a difference, softening up some of the recoil, getting a little bit quicker follow-up shots, and there's really no reason not to be using them. If you're interested, I highly suggest just trying them out, seeing what you think. I'm usually running it with the lightest spring. And yeah, I just really enjoy shooting this gun. Also, recently I've put these Handle It Grip Edge series on. I don't remember the ones I had on before. Talon does not make a grip for the Zev OZ9. So if you want one, you have to use Handle It. But these are the Edge, and I really like them. The one I had on before here, the grips were fine with the exception of right here where my support hand goes. This was starting to wear down, so I just replaced it with this one, and I really like it so far. So guys, this Zev OZ9 is hands down my favorite Glock, if you want to call it that. When I'm carrying it, 9 times out of 10, I'm carrying it with the Tenacore Malice Sole. It conceals really well. It draws lightning quick. It reholsters very smoothly. I don't have any complaints with this gun in this holster. And then of course I'm carrying it with the Mastermind Tactics pillow wedge. So guys, these are my top 3 favorite Glocks for Glocktober. Once again, in the #3 spot was the Glock 19. In the #2 spot was the Glock 17. And my absolute favorite Glock we all know it's not a Glock, but I know some people do refer to Zevs and Shadow Systems as Glocks, aftermarket Glocks, but based on the platform. The Zev OZ9 in the #1 spot, my absolute favorite Glock. At this point, my absolute favorite gun. Guys, if you have any questions or if you're interested in anything, leave it in the comments below. I have videos on all of these guns separately and most of the products you see in this video. So you're welcome to go through my channel and check that out. If you would, like the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.